Arsenal, Dharmesh, it feels to me like they are going to be busy this window, in and out. What else is bubbling around there?
Martin Zubimendi, that one is still bubbling along. He's expected to have a medical soon, is what I've been told, at Arsenal. Everything about that deal looks like it's done. A £51 million release clause, which Arsenal will pay, and the personal terms have been agreed in principle. So once he gets his medical, it's expected that he will become an Arsenal player. I think they still want to keep Thomas Partey to Arsenal. There have been interest via his representatives from clubs in Saudi and in Europe, because he's a free agent as it stands very, very soon. Come the end of June, he's going to be out of contract at Arsenal. But negotiations are continuing between Arsenal and his representatives about extending that deal, because Arsenal do definitely want to keep him. As far as other forward areas go, we do know that there's an interest, which has got a lot of Arsenal fans excited, in Real Madrid's Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Now, as it stands, he's expected to be part of Real Madrid's squad for the FIFA Club World Cup. Thereafter, let's see what can happen. But again, like I've been saying with United and with Arsenal, he's just one of a number of players that they're looking at in that specific area. But I think what might attract Arsenal about Rodrigo is the fact that he can play along the front line. I know predominantly he's been playing on the right, and people will say, well, how's he going to oust someone like Bukayo Saka from the team? But he can play in the centre and he can play on the left as well.
OK. Kaveh Solokol, Dharmesh Sheth, our transfer gurus tonight. Let's start with Viktor Gyokeres. Where are United with this one, Dharmesh?
Yeah, this is interesting, actually, because we've been told that Manchester United have made initial inquiries to intermediaries over Viktor Gyokeres. We do know that Ruben Amorim is a long-term admirer. He worked with him at Sporting, where he was absolutely fantastic. I think United are just exploring the conditions of a potential deal if they were to get the finances ready, maybe making sales of other players, but just getting their house in order, just in case they could do a deal for someone like Gyokeres. They've been in the market for a striker, and they will continue to be in the market for a striker, regardless of what happens with Rasmus Højlund, because there's lots of talk about maybe Højlund leaving Old Trafford. We think that Inter Milan might be interested in him as well, but he actually spoke over the weekend after Denmark had beaten Northern Ireland, and he says, I expect to be at Manchester United next season and I want to fight for my place. But it must be also said here that United are not just looking at Gyokeres, they're looking at a number of players in that position.
Arsenal are actively pursuing striking reinforcements this summer, with Sporting CP's Viktor Gyokeres and RB Leipzig's Benjamin Šeško emerging as top targets. The Gunners are reportedly prepared to trigger Gyokeres' €100 million release clause after the Swedish international's stellar season in Portugal, where he netted 43 goals across all competitions. Meanwhile, Šeško has drawn strong interest after a breakout year in the Bundesliga, with Arsenal in talks to rival several European giants for the 21-year-old Slovenian star. Leipzig are keen to keep him, but a deal around €65 million could be possible if personal terms are agreed swiftly. Mikel Arteta is eager to add firepower up front to complement Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli as Arsenal push to close the gap on Manchester City in next season's title race. Negotiations are ongoing, with more updates expected in the coming days.